Bonjour, mon petit ami, and welcome to day 3 of my 7-day video challenge. Now today on the actual challenge with Eamon and with April, you have been looking at the art of stories and bringing stories to life. So for any eagle-eyed buddies out there, you'll be spotting there's a little bit of life going on in the background behind me, because today is Friday and I am actually à Paris, where I am going to be doing my weekly Live with Lottie show, not actually from on La Tour Eiffel, but it's Live with Lottie on tour. And because I'll be interviewing some friends of mine in Paris, so hopefully we can get vloggers or top production people to be on the show with me on Friday. It all depends on flights being on time and everything happening and working, and Wi-Fi working, because that is one of the joys and the trials and tribulations of doing video on the go. But what else are the trials and tribulations? Well, part of it is the packing. Like, if you've got hand luggage only going to Paris, how on earth are you going to fit all of your gear, your tripods, your everything that you need to take with you? How does this all come on an aeroplane with you? Well, let me show you what my studio, I'm actually in the studio. Now, you might have guessed, I'm not really in Paris just yet, but I will be by the time you watch this on Friday. Oh, excuse about the camera wobbles there as I drop things down. Now, how do I manage to turn a whole video studio into a portable studio for my videos on the go? First thing is, folks, dump the big tripods. You don't need that. But then people always say, well, what happens if I've got a really tall person? Well, what you need then is a really tall selfie stick, and this one is called It's Keeping Going, It's Keeping It Going, It's Keeping Going, and now we've got to the end where I mount either my iPhone or my iPad, and this is called a monopod. Now the great thing about the monopods, let me just shrink it down so you can see it goes from being over 6 feet tall, so you can interview people who are very, very tall, down to the size of this little portable angel, and these little clip feet that allow you to leave it standing up on its own, clip up, and suddenly the top of that comes off, and I now have a highly portable weapon on an aeroplane. No! By the way, folks, the bottom of this unscrews as well, and a quick tip for anybody who is taking one of these monopods on an aeroplane, if you're taking it in hand luggage, as I will be, do unscrew this, because they haven't seen them before very often, and this can look like a, with my monopod going everywhere, this can look like a very deadly weapon. So when you get your laptop out at security, do just take this out, put it into the box at security, because they will stop you off afterwards otherwise. Now, the rest of my portable studio that I take with me comes down to this big, and look, yes, I have all my orange branding. Look, even when I take it in my laptop case, it's all in the orange branding. So it all comes down to these two little cases here. I also end up taking, to be safe, rather than just one iPhone plug, I like taking this little portable one that has 3 or 4 different sockets on it, so that I can plug in my phone, I can plug in a recharger. This is my recharger I take with me, by the way, so that when you are on the go filming, don't rely just on your phone battery. Have a backup, which is also why I take my iPad usually when I'm filming. And in these little cases that I carry with me, that's where I have my clip-on lens that I was using on Monday when I was showing you the lighting around and about when you're out and about filming in the sunshine. This is a little clip-on lens that sticks onto the iPhone like this, and suddenly gives you, let me do that, suddenly gives you a slightly wider angle. Now, do be aware of the difference in what is suddenly in your shot because of the wide and slightly curved angle. You may have the corner of the screen cut off. So play with that when you want to use the wide angle lens or not. But that goes in there. And then I also have a little, this is called a Joby monopod. A Joby tripod. Now the great thing with these is these can be magnetic, but these are also genius because what I can do underneath here, if I needed an extra bit of light, I can either pull out my very funky kick light from riftlabs.com. Again, I'll put all the links down below for you when I release the video. And she says, this very easily screws into here, la 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 la, because it actually has a tripod mount in the base of it here. And then I can actually set this up and have that. I'm going to give up trying to screw that in there. No point wasting time on the video for you. But this little light then clicks on, and you can have extra lighting when you need it on your face to brighten things up. And if you're in a dark corner when you're out and about, the nice thing with this is that it can change different colours. And if it's very, very dark, you can go from the blues, you can go through to the more yellowy, warmer tones. I like the soft sunshine set tones as if it's sunset on the go. So that is your, give you a flash of that. That is your portable light there. So what you'll see is that I actually carry that and the lens in one of these little neoprene little cases, because I know then that those are nicely snuggled up, snug as a bug in a rug, and that is very unlikely to get damaged as I travel around. The other great thing that you can do with one of these clear pads is when you're traveling hand luggage, makeup. You can pop everything in there. That's your little traveling makeup kit there, and it's easy when you're filming, folks. Rather than having to dig through a makeup bag. Gents, I know you have this problem all the time, but ladies or gents, when you are going through your makeup bag, it just makes life so much easier when you're in a rush to film to suddenly go, oh, where's my powder? Oh, there's the brush, bum bum bum. Oh, there's the lippy, quick, get that out, bum bum bum, ha 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 ha. All done, makeup is done because you can actually see it through the see-through lid. Last thing that I always take with me is spare memory. If you're taking this with your computer, always do have a spare memory, because remember, videos take up a lot of space. So lights, there's also, the Niwa light pad. These are, this is the other end of the spectrum for expense, because the kick light at Riftlabs, it's fairly exy, folks, but these little Niwa ones, you can just get battery packs from a camera to go in the back of those, and again, they've got tripod mounts on the bottom of them. So there you go, that is my little portable studio. As I said, it can all come down to as small as this, with the microphone that I spoke about yesterday in its little box. Or you could I actually just pop the microphone in one of these bags as well. But you've got the microphone there. That is a pretty handy portable studio for filming with your iPhone. Eagle-eyed people, number 2, who might have noticed the writing is the right way round on the clip here, because I'm using the camera on the other side, so I can't actually see myself. So what I've done, excuse me getting this close to the camera, what I've done is I've actually used a mirror behind so that I can set that up behind the tripod on the table to see that this is actually being recorded. Final bonus tip. You might not always have that when you're out and about, but when you want to show text, you have to use this side of the camera, because if we use the other side of the camera, the text is going to be in reverse. So let me, if I can, just show you very quickly what I mean by that. Let me see if I can flip the camera around. Oh, no, I can't flip the camera around, but I'll show you in another clip. So see you at Paris on Friday, the 12th of May, 1:30. You'll see me on the Facebook page at Press Play Presentations for Live with Lottie on tour. See you then, folks.